is your joy of the future? January 26, 2015. Dear ones, you climbed your mountain and you are free, you just have not yet accepted that you are. You are a bit like elephants trained from infancy to stay in one area with a rope that they could easily break free of, as an adult. You are free. Even though you accept freedom with your logical mind, you have difficulties believing you are free, so you are not. Perhaps you have received messages from your inner being or other segments about your totality's focus, at least for this short term. Yet, you cannot conceive of fulfilling that role for a variety of reasons, all of which mean you are hoping for, but never quite grasping the brass ring that is you. You are applying new you messages to old age fears. Maybe one of your new roles is a review of a past Earth life, your phrase, role. Instead of glorying in the thought of shifting pieces of one or more of your segments and therefore your totality, you remember the fears associated with that role, plus new fears that have little or nothing to do with your new reality. Do you not remember learning, perhaps decades ago, that you are capable of shifting your current reality by revisiting and shifting the outcomes of what you label yesterday's life? So it is, and always has been. Now that you are more knowledgeable, you hesitate, for such a theory seems too good to be true, and so it is. If you are one of those entities who has elected to travel to a life from the past, your view, to change the outcome, know you have the skills to do so, in love and joy, instead of pain and fear. It is a bit like an 8th grade student helping his little 1st grade sister with her math. It is easy for him to complete his sister's math, not at all as it was when he was in 1st grade wishing for the knowledge to understand those same math problems. So it is for you now. You have more skills, more knowledge and a different approach, one of joy instead of fear. Yet, you tiptoe through this past life, as you label it, wringing your hands in frustration and fear, believing you are not capable of changing anything. Of course you are. Your beliefs merely hold you to the fires of old age fear. You have not yet allowed the joys of new you to flow throughout your being. How can you change your beliefs from fear to joy? The easiest method is just knowing throughout your being that you have shifted your beliefs. But for most, such is not enough. You believe your new earth lives, when they happen, will be of joy. But joy is in the future. So your returning to a previous life, in your beliefs, indicates that such a life has to be resolved with old age fears. Of course, you might negate our thoughts. You might defend the new you, work you have completed diligently and with a great deal of pain. You know you have cleansed much pain and fear, so why do you live in this never-never land of not complete fear, but certainly not complete joy? It is so because you expect changes in the future, but not now. Surely, you have to be better, more wise, or somehow different from what you are now. You talk about joy. You hope for joy. But your being believes that such is only possible in your future. That you could not have changed your being in just a few years from fear to joy. And even if you did, such would not apply to you this instant, and most certainly not to your past. You are chaining yourself to fear even though you have the key to unlock that chain. Open that lock. Walk around a bit to test your freedom. Then start jumping for joy knowing full well that your beliefs have finally caught up with your new reality. You are free. Free to travel to any life your inner being directs you to, and to shift the outcome of that life. You are free to remain in the here and now, shifting your life in any joyful way you wish. You are free to travel to other dimensions, frequencies, or times, spreading your joy and fun. You are free. You just have to believe that such is so. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com